Good morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be located. It is morning time here, early morning, still sipping on my morning coffee. And as the game was loading in, I could hear, we cut him for a flip. I could hear lots of action going on. Apparently we left ourselves with some zombies wandering around. Of course, we just had our horde. Yeah, there we go. Another level in shotguns. So eventually we are going to get those things leveled up. I thought, since some of you are asking for me to do a prefab build, maybe we go looking for one today. Probably not going to do it in this city. We're going to head back over to our original hub where our main base is located. So we're close to the resources over there. But the first thing I need to do is go back to our original base that we created, the first base. And we need to gather up our stone and our sand that we picked up while we were mining a bit over there. All right. It's a little hazmat. Yeah, I think I had explained it to someone, questioned why I left the hazmat gear. Did not take it with me and how much it was worth at the trader. And you all, if you've been here for all of the episodes, you know I don't do a lot of trader. Don't visit the trader very often. See what, we're going to leave our shotgun. We'll leave this one behind as well to repair with. We'll leave these parts to combine, repair with as well. Something like that. Don't need our AK. We have our sniper rifle. We'll take that along with us. We're going to scrap this. And we're going to leave our 10 mil ammo behind. Plenty of 7.62. We'll leave our shotgun ammo behind as well. Going to take this brass back with us. So the Mega Crush, I did look that up, and it adds 10 stamina for, or 10 stamina, maybe it's 1 stamina regen, or 10 stamina regen, I'm sorry, per second for 60 seconds. Go ahead and scrap this as well. And assemble. Scrap. Do a little sort and see what we have here. So we can leave these health kits behind. Tell you what, we'll leave the beer behind as well. We don't need that. Go ahead and drink. Take our antibiotic. Get rid of those nasties that we picked up from the horde. Drop this here. And I guess we could eat a little bit of cornbread. But I do hold on to the military armor. That's good for combining with our armor. Plenty of gas. Most likely, we need to take our resources with us. So we do have some other gun parts here as well. Let's take our armor back with us to the other base. We can leave all this other stuff behind. Don't need that. Throw our steel right here. We are going to need all of this. So I thought about the skate park or a prison. Now, the prison would probably be a little cooler because it's larger, but it will cost a lot more resources to do. It'll look cooler in the end if we get it done. The skate park, just a bit smaller. You know, we won't take all of this wood. We won't need that wood. We have plenty of wood back at Hub. We'll leave this little bit of concrete behind. And our frames. Always like having frames on me just in case. We'll take this 600 pickaxe with us, and the shovel. We probably won't need the shovel, and I'm not going to keep that. So put a stone there. Tell you what, let's go up here to the mini bike. Oh, what am I doing going up there for the mini bike? We don't have to go up there anymore. It's down here where we're at. Tell you what I need to do real quick. Let's dump this stuff off in here. Like so. Dump that little bit of scrap there. And let's do some gas barrels. 41% should get us back. I only have some essentials here that we want to keep on us. We'll leave this 600 nail gun behind. Or we'll leave the 587 behind and take the 600 with us. So let's grab the stone that we have here. Pull that together, see what we have. This will be for repairing the barbed wire. We'll leave that because we'll absolutely come back here to take on hordes for a while. I enjoy this build. It's a lot of fun. Once we get things sorted out just a bit, we shall be on our way. Grab the last little bit here. The small stone is, we were so short on that. Oh, it's a 600 wrench. I don't know if I want to leave that behind or not. I guess we will. All right, well, that was fun. Another thing I think I'm going to do is before the next horde night, I think I'm going to increase the spawn from where it's at now, because normally, you know, your default is 8, and we bumped it on up to almost 16. I don't think I'm going to quite double it to 32, but I am going to increase it some more, maybe up in the 20s. I was not too impressed with the amount of zombies we got last time. Now, some could have been caught up. Could have been caught up on the buildings back there, I'm not sure. But we did not get a lot like I had imagined. Maybe it was as many as the first horde after we increased it, but I say we increase it again. I don't think it's going to kill the frames too much. Frames per second, I think we'll still be all right. And probably bump it up to around 20. I don't know, 25 per wave or something like that. Ooh, sorry, zombie, did not mean to run over you. Boy, look at that. Look at all those guys out there wandering around. Tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to put an end to that. Look at that. Ooh, a little bit of brass. I'll take your candlestick. It's a shame you can't scrap the Duke coins anymore. Another candlestick. Boy, they like to have those candlesticks on them, don't they? Because I know in Alpha 14 you could scrap those and get brass from them. Would be nice, considering that I don't really use them. But I could absolutely use the brass. Now, one thing you could do is continually stop by the trader and purchase casings. Maybe some brass if he has it. So you could turn it into brass that way. Not going to probably do that. I am going to stop by there one more time since we're over this way before we get started on this new project. Like I said, I'm going to head to the original base after I dump everything off here. Grab all of the sand and stone. Get more concrete mix going because we're not out, but we're close to being out. Took a little damage from that. So we need to get all of the forges fired back up again. All of the cement mixers. See what Trader Joe Bob has for us today. I'm sure I will be disappointed.
I've been expecting you.
Heavy bandit chest armor. Looks cool. That's about it. Ammo and weapons, negative. Ooh, a zombie just hit hit his little base. That's funny. Yeah, so you could get bullet tips from him.
There's always Shamway up the road. You can try looting.
And we did find that other trader, and I have a good idea of where two more traders may be located. We're not going to worry about that right now. Main goal is going to be, boy, that little POI path leads right into the water. Try to trick you. I'm going to try to get back over and trying to get back over and get that city scouted out for a potential. Now I think before we get too far, let me look at the map here. Is there a prison? Is that a prison right there? I think that might be a prison. Now, I don't like the idea that it's not in the hub city. You know, I always enjoy the bonus 10% spawn rate in the hub city and getting the random cops and ferals that wander around to come fall in your pit. But just for the sake of upgrading a prefab. Now, I could take one of these houses. I took a house similar to one of these in one of my videos in Alpha 14, and I upgraded it into a proper horde bunker. Okay, so here's a skate park. Is this what I was looking at a minute ago? No, okay, so this is over here. So it's just not a lot to that. I'll tell you what I had looked at. See that hole down there? I had looked at that as a potential for a horde bunker. I don't know how exciting that would be to work on something like that. We'd mostly just be flattening out. But here's a prison. And it's very large, so it's going to take us a lot of resources to get this thing hooked up and pimped out. I'm sure I've been in a prison sometime on the server and wandered around and maybe looted it a bit. This town does seem to have a really high spawn rate compared to other places that we go. Maybe, oops. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad place to settle in, and all of that's already reinforced concrete. Oh, not good. There's no need for us to sit here and fight off all of these zombies. We just need to get on back. But maybe that's it. Maybe we use that prison as our new project. See what we can do with it. See how we can upgrade it. I'll really have to think about it. I could just go all the way around with a pillar system underground or something like that, but maybe I can try to be a little more creative with it than just that. Of course, that's probably where we're always going to end up, is with the pillar design for defense. Still just the most reliable way to go for, you know, an upgrade to battle the horde and still be able to loot all the corpses. Of course, the way it is on here on Alpha 15, I don't think 14 or console players can do this. But once the body turns into a corpse, you can still loot the body, and it stays there for a long time. I know, I'm sure you've noticed on the barbed wire defense that how long they stay there. Now, once they do degrade until they go away completely past that second stage, the loot falls on the ground and it despawns quickly. But it does stay there for a while. So you won't necessarily have to go with the pillar design to be able to loot. But I'll just have to think about it. I'll have to really walk around that prison and maybe we gut the interior portion. I don't remember what the layout is like inside there. But we'll make that prison into something. That'll give us a little project, a little something to do with our resources. Drive on up in here. Why, this beautiful garden that we've not touched for many, many days. Look at that. Forge is still going. I don't know how much wood we put in there. Put in a decent amount. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do a little test just for science to see, but I don't know how, if the forges actually continue going when you're not in that same loaded chunk, because it seems to me that they did. They continued going, because I think we made all the cement we could make last time I was here, and kind of emptied it out and put some more stone. And now, you know, we're back up to 5,000 cement. So we're actually pretty good on cement right now. Let's see, brass. If you can, hold on to the, you know, candlesticks and trophies. You do get more out of it than you would just breaking it down. Because I think when you scrap something, you only get 75% or something like that. 75% of what it would normally be worth. Get that going. We're going to have some screamers joining us here soon. Throw all this in there. Picked up some shotgun shells that we can throw right there. Iron can go in this chest, so we were low on iron as well, weren't we? Yeah, we sure were. Look at that. But we haven't used a lot of steel. I mean, we have enough here to get us by when we're working on upgrading pillars and spikes. That's when we have the biggest need for it. Outside of that, it's not a huge need for it. So let's take a look at how much cement we can get going here. How much sand? Yeah, the sand. We were absolutely going to have to go back to the other base real quick here before it gets dark. And grab up the last bit of sand over there. I want to do that too before it does get dark. We could make a little bit of sand. I hear a bear wandering around, but then, you know, the same thing where we're shorting ourselves on stone in order to do that. So that's another... What was I short on there? Stone? Yeah. All right. Well, that's as much of that as we can make. Throw our clay in here. Well, I have a brass trophy right there, but I guess it is the brass area. Someone had just commented, why don't you make your gas in the barrel so you can carry more stuff? I just don't ever think to do it. I really don't. So all that gunpowder. This thing's still burning too, isn't it? Nice. Still have all that oil shale. My goodness, we have a lot of gas. So any of you who are short on gas, just take a trip over to the desert. Get yourself some oil shale and you'll be good to go. Oh, look at all that gunpowder. Boy, we're going to have to make a new section for it there. An entire row of gunpowder. We could do all kinds of fancy stuff with that. So we can eventually scrap these 9mm casings. Starting to get a good collection of bullet tips there. Our casings are a little lacking. I think we had some over here in the forge. Sitting there waiting on me to pick up. See if we had any bullet tips. We sure do. Goodness. All the brass and lead. Alright, look at that. It's a nice collection going there for our 7.62 ammo. Maybe even some 10mm ammo. I don't mind it so much. It's good for finishing the zombies off. That's about all, I think. So I had a little beer there. So we're all empty here. Let me go grab the stone out of the mini bike. Oh. Okay, we didn't. I had it all on me. All right. Well, those are going to be our building supplies for the new horde bunker. Tell you what, we'll slap this in there. I'm going to carry our gas on us just in case. And we're going to make that trip. Of course, it's going to be nighttime by the time we make it there. It's not a big deal. We do a lot at nighttime here. We must have taken all of our repair kits over there. Oh, there we go, right there. All right. Can combine while we're here. I'm sure, yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure I had a spike club. Let's go ahead and get our spike club repaired up 100%. Make that ride over to the original base. Hopefully Mr. Bear doesn't decide to come in like his brother did. Ruin our day. So I think now I need to assemble another mini bike because so we had one at the original spawn base. it kind of doesn't make sense to have one over there anymore because outside of mining for that nitrate in that area, we don't go over there very often. But I could take it and put the spare mini bike in the barbed wire base in that little city up there. Is probably what I should do. Kind of just thinking out loud now what I should do. Boy, I haven't been keeping an eye out for those sport bags. I certainly need to do that. There's one right there. Did we just loot that? Guess we did. All right. Well, it feels like longer than that since we came back through here. I don't think I've ever noticed that duffel bag there as many times as I've driven through here. Glad we don't have to make this ride every day back and forth now. It's not such a bad ride, but I just remember having to go back and forth every day. We were working on our free fall bunker. I know there are a couple sport bags along the way here at some point. And that spike was when we were running back and forth on foot from the original base to this one. Boy, no dogs so far. That's kind of a surprise. Sorry if I'm in a little bit of a zoned out mode here. Still trying to get my wits about me here and wake up. Take a sip of my coffee here in just a moment while I'm driving along. It's a good time to do it right now. All right. Best part of waking up. Yes, indeed. So I've been playing, I think I told you last episode, or maybe episode before, I've been playing a little bit of Empyrion. Kind of enjoying that. I think I might start at least a short series on it once I get a better grasp of all the concepts and how to build a proper ship. I do enjoy that part a lot. Like this game, you know, I enjoy the building, and there's some of that in there with the tower defense. You don't really have to defend against much so far I've seen, but the shipbuilding, pretty cool. It's you know, I was a Star Wars fan, and I've seen some really neat capital ships people have built to replicate some Star Wars ships from the movies. Right, we are almost there. Boy, and our 45,000 woods just sitting here staring at me. At some point, I need to come back over here and cut all those down, you know? It's sort of a waste to have them there and not use them. Old Faithful here. This is a great base for us. This lasted. So if someone commented today they have a 3x3 on day 12, well, that hold 'em. It absolutely will, but you do need to expand just a tiny bit as you progress through. This base would actually hold a horde for day 1,000 and whatever, 7,000. It's a good solid base. It doesn't need to be huge to be effective. Probably should have dumped out all that stuff in the mini bike. I was just being a bit lazy over there when I did that. Let's see what kind of sand that we have here. A little tiny bit of sand, not a whole lot, but it is what it is. It's good. It's more than we had. But I do think when I come back over here, I need to take this mini bike with me, or just make another one. We probably have enough parts over at the new base now. We could just make another one. Always check this little horde chest, and I don't know why. See if there's anything useful in there. It's all quiet over here. I can remember at some point screamer after screamer coming over to this little base, little bunker. Alright, so we're making good time here on this episode. Always after Horde Day, it seems like, things move a bit slow. Oh, boy. It's the one thing I didn't think about here. Tell you what, let's do this. Ooh. It's a good thing we had our gas on us. I think I had noticed that when we stopped over in at the prison area. I'd seen the gas was at, I had seen the gas going down. It was down to 15-20% or something, but that should get us back over here to the main base, and then we'll do a little refuel to 100%. Get it topped off once again. Mini bikes are durable though. I don't think I've ever thrown a repair on this thing, and it's still at 81%. That's after running over multiple zombies and animals and falling off cliffs and all the stuff that we've done to abuse it. So an inventory of stone. What we'll need to do though is we'll need to get ourselves maybe another mine going the opposite direction of the mine that we have under the hub. And instead of going under the hub, now that we have a good solid place for nitrate, we'll go the opposite direction. We'll go back into the maple forest area. And there's lead back there, lead and iron. But we'll go back there and get ourselves stone and try to fill up the chest. And we may do that this episode at the end here to finish it off. Boy, what happened to the lighting there? Did you all see that? It went from, I guess the moon came out from behind the clouds or something, but it went from really dark to really bright. I thought the sun was coming up. I looked up at the time and just midnight. Only midnight. That's a stone. So far, 8% gas to go from that little city to where we're at here. I need to check the engine on this mini bike and make sure I don't need to scrap some cars and upgrade this thing. I need to have it as efficient as I can have it. As long as it's up in the 500 range, then I'm good, but Make sure it's not a blue engine or something. I don't think it is. Hello, Mr. Doggy. Goodbye, Mr. Doggy and your buddy. Almost back. You know you're almost back when you see the fork in the road. The Mountain Man. Now, someone was telling me, let's try to kill this guy. I've not killed a lot of these guys. That you can get auger parts and blades off of them. And I've just not killed enough of them to know that you could. I think I did glance at the loot table on Wiki or something, and it did show up. We were just talking about that 2 or 3 days ago on the server. You can make a base out in the snow biome and pick up auger blades and parts. Of course, our blade's pretty good. As long as you have a 500 blade, it's going to cut through the stone with your perks and whatnot. Never did loot that. Where was it that I saw? Oh, yeah, there was another building I saw on, I guess it was on a server where it had brass in it. And a lot of brass, too. No, I was watching St. Chop's stream a couple nights ago. And, of course, he didn't have any way of taking it out. He was early in the game. But I thought right then, okay, that has a lot of brass in it. I'll have to make a mental note of that particular building. Maybe we come across one in this next town that we're going to. If it didn't take a lot, I would extend this tunnel. It's the only thing I don't like about this base. It kind of bothers me every time I come over. You're going to have to go down into that tunnel. So a little surprise, no screamers. The forge is going down below. Oh, there's something else I want to work on as well. I want to show you all a nice little surprise, something I picked up from a stream I was watching the other day. And so we made it on the server. I want to get that going as well and show you. Turn that off. Let's see, stone. We'll throw a couple stone in here. And then down here we need to do this. Do that. Tell you what, while we can do it, we may as well do it. We'll get 1,000 more going. 1,000 more, baby. All right. So we are very, very short on our resources. And we need to do something about that. I need to tell you what. Let's get 1,000 of this out. Yes, can 300. Oh, there's a screamer. I hear the screamer now. Our auger 502. We need repair kits, and they are right there. Probably should be quiet when I'm up here doing this. I also need to make myself. Oh, we still have some shale in our inventory. I also need to make. Let me think what I need to do here. All the bullets. Nice. Before I forget about those, we better put them in here. Repair kits. A door. We'll need to make a door. You know what? I'm not worried about it right now. They're not gonna... Even if they come in here on us, it's not gonna be a big deal. Let's grab a pickaxe. Throw it there. So we're not going to want to make a terrible amount of noise doing this. There's a zombie right there. She didn't see me either. Whoops. Don't want to crank that up. We'll do this for the time being. I hear him running above me here. I am sensed. Am I still sensed? Yes, I am. Come on, lady. Right here. No. I don't know what she's doing. She's like, do I want to attack? Do I want to get my head taken off? Scrap that. I should have brought the shovel. There we go. Okay, it's morning now, so don't have to worry about them running in here at us. Not that it's gonna stop them, but we'll do this number right here. All right, let's dig in, get ourselves some stone real quick, maybe a little bit of iron to go along with it, possibly some lead. Where we're going. Should be some lead there. I'm not going to make that our focus. Our focus right here is just to get some quick almost there, a little bit further. I'll start going down at an angle. Now we're getting into the stone. Nice. So I think that's the marker. Yes, it is. Well, you all are fortunate that I do have an auger. And that we were able to find the parts, the blade, and everything necessary, or I'd have to do this all by hand with a pickaxe and a shovel. Goodness, you're talking about chewing up some time on some episodes. We would absolutely be just days on top of days mining. Pick, pick, pick. This is the ultra fast way to get your mining done right here. This auger doesn't get any faster than this. Maybe some TNT. That's about as fast as you can get this auger though. Let's see what our elevation's at. Minus 48, so we're almost at bedrock. Probably best that we don't come across any nodes, because if I see them, I'm tempted to pick away at them, and right now we're just trying to stockpile our stone. Once I get to bedrock, we're going to We're gonna just hold the button down and move forward. Okay, so that's a little lead right there. Alright. Lead at bedrock. Saying it's probably best that we don't find any nodes, because I'm going to be tempted to pick away, but here it is. It's kind of funny, you know, we end up at bedrock right here, just go straight down and boom, there's the pocket of resources, the lead. And then we spent a little time over there looking for lead at the other base. Could not find any, and here we go. Gravel's getting us a little bit of sand and stone at the same time. Sip of my coffee. Tell you what, let's throw out this dirt. And some of you worry about me having a cave-in. It's pretty rare. It can happen. Chances are good at bedrock that it will not cave in all the way to the surface. I mean, it is possible, but you know, sometimes I'll mine out a tremendous area at bedrock and not have a cave-in. It's not a big concern of mine. Always a possibility, but I don't concern myself too much with it. And that's all the lead. It's a shame we can't do more with it. We have so many bullet tips. I guess we could make slugs, you know, with a lot of lead. That could be something we could do. Get enough of a surplus of lead. I'll have to. Let's look at that real quick. Slug. So 3 casings. I don't like that at all. And 5 bullet tips. So yeah, if you're gonna do the slugs, then you absolutely need a lot of lead. So it takes 5 per. I don't know if I concern myself with that or not. 7.62 rounds are doing us good right now. See, this is what I was saying. I really only need stone, and it's a good thing I didn't find any resources. And then here we go. See, you don't want to find something and you find it. I could have probably dug that entire mountain down when we were looking for lead and never found one bit of it. And now that we're kind of needing stone, I'm gonna find lead, and it's just so tempting to pick away at it when you find something like that. Well, how much do we have at this time? Almost 5,000 stack, man. You can get lead so fast. So fast. So where do we come from? Where do we come from? I need to put a little marker right there so we see that. Don't get all turned around in here in case. Just in case. Sand, a little stone. Sand and a little stone. stone are we up to? Not much. We got sidetracked, ladies and gentlemen. We got sidetracked with the lead. But at least we know where we can get lead now. Right next to our base. We decide we want to make some slugs or just run out of lead and bullet tips. Come down here and mine away. What? Let's look at this real quick. That's west. Keep going this way. Matter of fact, let's get lined up with our hole right here. Well, we moved over a little bit, didn't we? It would be nice to go ahead and fill up on stone real quick, our inventory. Leave ourselves in a good place for making more cement mix, concrete mix. So we're going to need a bunch of it if we're going to do something like a prison. That prison's pretty large. And I'm only imagining we'll probably need, I don't even want to guess, but you know, tens of thousands of concrete mix in order to complete such a task. Still have to think about what I'm going to do over there. Maybe sometime between now and when I record the next episode, I'll give it a good, maybe I can even find one on the server, a prison, and kind of scope it out and get an idea of what I want to do with it. Direction we want to move in for upgrading such a thing. Well, we keep on mining like this, we'll be all the way over at the prison. Just make a tunnel from here to over there. Viper that plays on the server with us has created a tunnel that goes from the hub city all to, he's going to 4 different traders. Those traders are all several kilometers apart and away from the hub city, so I think he's already completed the tunnel from hub city over to one trader. He's done about 4 or 5 kilometers underground tunnel, and it's large too. It's not small like this. It's 4x4 or something. All right, it's another pocket of resources here. Don't know what this is. Oh, but it looks like nitrate powder. Goodness, look at that. It is nitrate. Nice. Probably not a lot though. I can't imagine there would be a whole bunch of nitrate in this particular biome. But who knows? You know, who knows? We might have our lead, our nitrate. Heck, we might even find some coal and just start a little bullet factory over here. Yeah, look at all of that. Look at all of that. That's kind of surprising. Oh. Fall on me, don't fall on me. Now you get the lead mixed in with the nitrate. They're like, Grand Spartan, we want you to make more bullets. Please. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so this is how you easily get sidetracked here, folks. You come across some nitrate. Goodness. So what we would have to do to successfully get this is we would have to come from the top down to get all of this. But being that we are good on nitrate right now, on gunpowder, have a lot of gunpowder, mostly just need brass at this point. to make more casings to use up all that gunpowder. We'll just remember where this is at. This is nice. Now you know we can always go to the snow biome, and over there we'll absolutely get 100,000 or more nitrate in that one spot. There's so much left behind, but it is good to have a place that's close by that we can go nip at. I'll just have to build my way up with some frames there and come down from the top down onto that nitrate. Right now I just want to kind of get a little bit more stone. And we're almost full. Almost have our capacity in stone. Let's check the map. Boy, we made it a long ways across, didn't we? It's not hard to do. Not with an auger. Couple more slots to fill here. Probably going to work out just right with the end of the episode where we're filling up. So this is the maple forest biome that we're in right now, if you're curious, where there's lots of lead. And you see that we found nitrate powder, and I'm pretty sure that I found coal here before as well. But good for all your mining needs. One thing we haven't seen are any iron pockets, which is fine, you know, because I'd sit there and waste a lot of time picking away at it. We aren't really pressured to have a bunch of iron right now, as much as we are concrete. We'll have to eventually do that, though. We'll have to go mining for iron at some point, which will be easy to do. Yeah, I would make a little underground passage that you could drive your mini bike on to drive from this city to the next city to the next hub over, but it's so boring to watch me do this, and it would take so long to do it. I wouldn't make you suffer through that. Right now I'm just trying to get stone as quickly as I can, so I'm just going in a straight line, holding the button. But I'll get in, I'll work up the XML for increased spawn for the horde. Bump that number up into 20s or so from where it's at. Give ourselves a giant horde to take on next time at the barbed wire base. That would be a lot of fun. Almost there, a little bit more to go. Should have a full stack of iron when we're done with this as well. Slap that in the forge. Close, close, close. Nice stack of iron. All right, well, that was a heck of a tunnel. Where did we end up at? We're not so far away. It feels like we're further away than what we really are. It was a good little run. Found a pocket of lead that will last us for a long, long time. And a pocket of nitrate. I'm pretty surprised by that. It was so hard to find. But we'll come back here and maybe go from the top down eventually when we're short on nitrate. And need to get some more. And then look at all that lead right there. How much lead did we get? Oh, we got over a 5,000 stack. Nice. A bunch of that right there too. Probably get, I don't know, 30, 40, 50,000 lead from that one area if we just auger it all out. So for right now, I'm not going to worry about a door. We're just going to stick this here so that they can't just walk directly in. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and I will see you next episode.